Well, Helene is long gone, but the Atlantic still remains very active for the end of September, almost a delayed peak of the hurricane season this year. We're watching several things. Newly formed Tropical Storm Kirk out in the open Atlantic. Joyce is still hanging around there as well. There's a disturbance that could develop later this week in the Caribbean and into the Gulf. And then behind Kirk, another strong disturbance that could develop later on this week as well. Let's start off with Tropical Storm Kirk. This formed this morning. You can just tell looking at it, classic Cape Verde storm, large in size, by the way, almost looks like a developing typhoon in the western Pacific. And over the next several days, Kirk, with 50-mile-per-hour winds at the moment, is expected to become a large and powerful major hurricane out in the open Atlantic. But notice, with a track out to sea, this poses no threat to us here in the United States and will only be a problem for the fish. A little bit closer to home, though, we do have to keep an eye on this disturbance. Notice right now just a disorganized area of showers and thunderstorms and the southwestern Caribbean. But over the next several days, this is going to slowly move off to the north. And by the time we get into this weekend, we very well could be talking about another storm in the Gulf of Mexico. So this is something we'll be keeping an eye on. But I will say, just looking at the early data, I'm not getting the same vibes from this that I got from Helene. Likely a weaker system if anything does develop, but with recent big landfalls from Francine in Louisiana and then Helene in Florida, any weaker system will still have a lot of impacts exacerbated by those earlier landfalls in the season. So the next two names on the list are Leslie and then Milton, and we'll be watching closely here at Fox 4.